Hey guys, Valmir here at Elite Fireworks, and we welcome you back if you're following us along in this journey of basically explaining how to get into the fireworks industry with the fireworks stand. So if you watched our last video, then you're up to date. If you haven't, I highly recommend before watching this video that you go watch the process of buying a fireworks stand, what to look for, and the legal regulations on that. Okay, now in this video, now that you got your fireworks stands, the most important step by far for stands is location. So we are going to talk about fireworks location, finding the right location, as well as what to look for as far as regulations. Now in this video, this is based on our experience, so take everything with a grain of salt. Do not take everything literally, because from county to county, from state to state, or city to city, it doesn't matter. Regulations are different. However, though, this is gonna give you a very good generic idea of what to look for, so that way if you are in your journey to start a fireworks business, you are not completely lost. Okay, so let's talk about the finding the right spot. So obviously when you're looking to find the right spot, first of all, you do see for a reason why inside cities you don't shoot fireworks, because legally you cannot. So majority of the cities out there, they have it where you cannot shoot fireworks inside the city limit. Matter of fact, here in Harris County, the only way you can actually just move without stopping through the city. So if you have to go from one side to the other, you can move with fireworks, transport them, but you cannot stop nowhere, not even a gas station. But that's the only way, because all fireworks need to be shot outside the city limit, just because in the city there's a lot more going on. Now here in Houston, we have it very easy. Basically, for most part, and especially west side, you look at Highway 6, west side, you're pretty good to go. An easy way to know if you can put a fireworks stand or not, wherever you're living, look up in Google. Just put fireworks stand near me, fireworks near me. Check where you see other fireworks businesses. There's a reason why they are in certain areas and they're not in certain parts of the city or the town, whatever it is, right? So Google is your best friend. Literally, you can Google anything and you'll find an answer. So that's the first thing that I recommend. Now, as far as the location, obviously, if you put a location where there's no traffic, obviously the probability is gonna be there's not gonna be not that much customers, because unless people see where your business is or you pop up online or something like that, people are, if they're not gonna know, you're not gonna sell. So highly recommend it is in a location where it's high traffic. So check in areas in where you live, in streets that are a lot of traffic pass through. Now, something that we look for all of our stands with in our industry, not a lot of people focus on just that. Where there's high traffic, it's great, but also I do recommend near neighborhoods. The reason why is with a fireworks stand, it is a little bit different than a store. With a store, it's basically a headquarter. People are gonna travel, it's different. With a stand, it's all about convenience. So similar to a convenience store, that's what a fireworks stand. It's convenience because it's the closest stand next to you, okay? Now, as far as finding location, where are you gonna look for fireworks location? Obviously, this is the toughest part. For me, I am lucky. This part of the fireworks stands, I don't deal with it, because my two brothers, they go. And to find locations, sometimes it takes, don't think you're gonna go one day, first try, bam, you find a location. No, you can't find location like that. You can get lucky, but finding a good location, looking at, the traffic, near neighborhood, all of that, outside of city limits, and being a good location, it takes time. Because majority of the time, it's basically like a sales position. Because what you're going, you go somewhere to a property and you're like, hey, I want to put my stand there. Like, can I put it? Majority of the time, people are not interested. I'm not the owner. No thanks. Like a typical sales job, door to door. So basically, that's the one step that is kind of like door to door sales for fireworks. But what do I recommend? Often you see a lot of fireworks stands near shopping centers, or fireworks stands you see near gas stations. Now, if you're looking at a location near a gas station, it might vary from county to county, but here in Harris County, we have it that if you put a fireworks stand near a gas station, on a gas station property, it has to be at least 100 feet away from the pump. Now, I don't know what every county has it a little bit different, but let's say if you go with our county 100 feet, guys, make sure it is 100 feet or over, because we've had times where we put it, because we didn't technically calculate it 100%.
2 inches.
We put it, yeah, but we had 2 inches, like Kash said. Literally, they can be very strict for that. So whatever the regulation is in your county, make sure that don't put it, obviously don't put it too far, don't put it, you know, too close. Now, as far as in property, whenever you put the location, let's say you have the fireworks in, obviously you want to put it somewhere in that property where it's the most visibility to vehicles, so people can actually see the stand. Now, if there's a property and you put the stand all the way in the back behind the dumpster where no one can see it, what do you think? A lot of people driving, they're not gonna see it, right? So just use common sense for stuff like that. Now, as far as the location, it varies how much you spend, okay? Per location. We have locations that we spend $700-800 to all the way to $5,000-6,000 per location to leave it there for 2 weeks. Because although we are only open for about a week, we take our stands a little bit earlier and we drop them up and we take them out a couple days after the season is over. But majority of our stands, we pay between $1,000 to $2,000 to leave them there for 2 weeks. I highly recommend you get a contract. Now, contracts don't have to be sophisticated, right? Even our contracts, we make them simple. The reason why we do it, if you come as a company and like, hey, I want to put a stand in your property, but let me give you a 20-page contract. No, guys, because people are not going to be willing to, majority of people are not going to be willing to, you make it simple. In that contract, what we do for us, we let people know, hey, number one, we pay ahead of time for 2 seasons. We like to pay at the beginning in January. We like to pay for 2 seasons, okay? Now, if a location is really good, what I recommend, first season, test it out. Pay for 1 season. If it's good and you're happy with it, lock it down. Try to get a contract, 2-year contract, 3-year contract, 5-year contract, because unfortunately, it is a cutthroat industry. And there's been so many times where we've had, the reason why we do long contracts in all of our property is because we have one guy that they sees, oh, we're doing well in that location and they want to get in the industry. They're like, if we're paying $1,500, like, hey, I'll pay you $1,800. And then we've had locations that we've lost like that because someone paid more. But what actually happens, a lot of people who are with that type of mentality, those are not the people that are just, you know, they're going to be there 1 season, maybe 2 seasons, and they're going to be out because they just flip-flop. So obviously, it's more valuable after you test in 1 season. If you get a long contract, not only that secures you the location, so you don't have to worry about it, because the thing about it in this thing, guys, first season, you're not going to do as well as second season, third season, fourth season. That's like anything. It's a new business. It takes time to build customers. So if you're just flip-flopping locations because you're losing, you're not going to sell as well. You want to give it a try at that location, at least a couple seasons, just to see if it's good. If after a couple seasons, it's not a good location, you move on, try to find another location, okay? And we're going to talk more about how much you make on each location, what to consider, or like what to consider it's a good location, what is bad. We're going to talk in another video, so just stay tuned with that. But other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Kasha, do you think we have anything else that we forgot, or?
No, just to make sure you mention we have insurance when you go on stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the easy way you gonna get it.
Yeah, so like Kashat said, because like I said, Kashat and Suli are the ones that deal with this. So obviously we're gonna talk about all the legal documentation in another video, but it adds a lot more credibility whenever you go to put a stand that, hey, you let them know I have all the proper documentation from state to county permits, and I also have insurance on the stand. And that insurance is gonna give you $1 million coverage on your property or whatever it is. Because often, especially the properties that you wanna put your stand, the ones that are a lot of traffic, the ones that are nicer, where you're gonna sell more, it's not a junky place. There's places where it's a little bit junky, they don't care, and they're not gonna ask. But a lot of the good places, they're like, hey, where's the insurance? Because something happens, I don't want my business to get screwed up just because you put your stand for 2 weeks and like made a grand or two. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And thank you so much, guys. And if you guys are enjoying this type of video, hit a thumbs up. It really helps us out and it recommends it to other people who want to get into the industry. But thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video.